Geobyte.
Hello friends, welcome to the Geobyte. In this video, let us discuss the solutions for previous questions which were given in different competitive exams on the topic of physics. Dear friends, remember in this video we are going to discuss only objective type questions and solutions. Since each and every problem in this video is equally important, my request is you please watch till the last question. Look at the very first one. The very first question given in 2019 for SSC exam like this. The weight of an object on the moon is equal to dash of its weight on the earth. You're asked to decide weight of the object on the moon in terms of the weight of the same object on the earth. Dear friends, remember the mass of the moon is approximately 1 by 100 times the times that of earth. Similarly, radius of moon is approximately 1 by 4 times the 1 by 4 times that of earth. Therefore, the gravity constant, that is acceleration due to gravity, g equal to 9.8 meter per second square on the earth. The same g is equal to 1.62 meter per second square on the moon. Therefore, the gravitational attraction on the moon, therefore gravitational attraction on the moon is about 1 by 6 when compared to earth. Therefore, the correct answer is option A, 1 by 6 times that of the earth. Option A is absolutely correct. Let us read the problem once again. The weight of an object on the moon is equal to dash of its weight on the earth, 1 by 6 times, right? Therefore, option A is absolutely correct. I hope you clearly got my point. Let us move to the second question. Look at the second one asked in 2016 for SSC exam. The weight of an object is maximum. You're asked to decide where the weight of object is maximum. Dear friends, remember the weight of the body is directly proportional to acceleration due to gravity on the surface of the earth. Let me write that point. The weight of the body, important point, is directly proportional to directly proportional to the acceleration due to gravity. The acceleration due to gravity on the surface of the earth. Surface of the earth. Dear friends, remember the weight of the body is maximum at the poles and is minimum at the equator on the surface of the earth. Let me write that point also. So the weight of the body is maximum at the poles and minimum at the equator on the surface of the earth. This point is very very important. The weight of the body is maximum at the poles. At the poles, weight of the body is maximum and is minimum at the equator. Therefore, look at the options. Look at the option D, on the poles of the earth. Therefore, option D is absolutely correct. Option D is absolutely correct. I hope you got my point. Let us move to the next question. Look at the third one, asked for RRB in 2018, like this. The momentum of a body is 50 kg meter per second and its velocity is 5 meter per second. What is the mass of that body? Dear friends, remember momentum means product of mass and velocity. Product of mass and velocity is equal to momentum. The momentum given is 50 kg meter per second. It is equal to mass times the velocity given 5. Therefore, the mass of the body is equal to 50 by 5. It is equal to 10 kg. Kg be the unit of mass. Therefore, mass of the body is equal to 10 kg. Option A is absolutely correct. I hope you got my point. Let us move to the next question. Look at the fourth one. Also asked for RRB in 2018. The density of an object of mass 300 kg and volume 150 meter cube. Here mass of the body given 300 kg, volume occupied by that body 150 meter cube. You are asked to decide the density. You know density rho equal to mass of the body divided by volume occupied by the body. Here mass of the body given 300, volume given 150, 300 divided by 150, 2 kg per meter cube can also be written as 2 kg meter power minus 3. Therefore, option D is absolutely correct. I hope you clearly understood. Let us move to the next question. Look at the fifth one, asked in 2018 for CTET exam. What will be the weight of an object on the surface of the earth whose mass is 10 kg on the surface of the moon? Dear friends, remember, mass of an object on the surface of the moon is equal to 1 by 6 times the mass of the same object on the surface of the earth. Here, mass of the body on the surface of the moon given 10 kg equal to 1 by 6 times the mass of the same object on the surface of the earth. Therefore, mass of the object on the surface of the earth is equal to 10 multiplied by 6 is equal to 60 kg. The answer is 60 kg. Look at the option C. Option C is absolutely correct. I hope you got my point. Let us move to the sixth question. Look at the sixth one. Asked for NDA in 2017. The symbol of SI unit for inductance is inductance generally denoted by H. You are asked to decide the SI unit of inductance H. You know, the inductance unit is Henry. Therefore, option C is absolutely correct. Let us move to the next one. Look at the seventh one. Asked in 2017 for SSC exam. Soap bubble attains spherical shape due to surface tension. Therefore, option C is absolutely correct. The surface tension is cause for developing the spherical shaped bubble. Therefore, option C is absolutely correct. Let us move to the next question. Look at the eighth one. Asked in 2000 and 2002 for SSC exam. When a fluid passes through the constricted part of a pipe, it's, dear friends, remember, when a fluid is passing through a constricted passage like this. Let this is the section 1 where the fluid velocity is v1, area of cross section is a1. This is the section 2 where the flow velocity is v2, area is a2. For the liquid flow, the continuity equation is a1 v1 equal to a2 v2. From this, v2 equal to a1 v1 by a2. Look at the areas at the entrance and exit. Area at state 2 is less than area at state 1. That means area decreases. When the area is decreasing, definitely velocity increases. Velocity increases, absolutely correct. Velocity increases means indirectly kinetic energy increases. According to law of conservation of energy or Bernoulli equation, this increase in kinetic energy must be equal to drop of pressure energy. That means by the time the liquid is flowing through a pipe having uniformly decreasing cross section or converging section, kinetic energy increases, proportionately pressure energy decreases. Pressure energy decreases means indirectly pressure decreases, velocity increases. Therefore, option D is absolutely correct. Velocity increases and pressure decreases. Therefore, option D is absolutely correct. I hope you got my point. Let us move to the next one. Look at the ninth question asked in 2018 for CDS exam. Which one of the following does not convert electrical energy into light energy? Option A candle. Definitely or absolutely option A is correct because candle cannot convert the electrical energy into light energy. Therefore, option A itself is absolutely correct. Let us move to the 10th question. Look at the 10th one asked for IAS in 2005. Consider the following statements. First statement: a geostationary satellite is at an approximate height of 10,000 kilometers. No, because the approximate height of geostationary satellite is 36,000 kilometers. 10,000 is not correct. Therefore, first statement is not correct. Look at the second statement. FM transmission music is a very good quality because the atmospheric or man-made noises, which are generally frequency variation, can do little harm. So, which of the statements given are correct? Since the first option is not correct, only second option is correct. Therefore, option B is absolutely correct. I hope you clearly got my point. Let us move to the next one. Look at the 11th one asked in 2004 for IAS exam. A car is running on a road at a uniform speed of 60 km per hour. The net resultant force on the car is, dear friends, according to Newton's second law of motion, net resultant force equal to mass times the acceleration. What is the acceleration? Acceleration equal to dv by dt. Acceleration equal to v2 minus v1 by dt. Here it is traveling with uniform speed. Uniform speed means v1 equal to v2. If v1 equal to v2, acceleration equal to 0. If acceleration is 0, net resultant force is 0. Therefore, option D equal to 0 is absolutely correct. This question is very important. Therefore, I am marking as a 5-star question. Most expected question in the competitive exams. I hope you clearly got my point. Let us move to the 12th one. Look at the 12th one asked in 2001 for IAS exam. The working principle of washing machine is, dear friends, remember the working principle of washing machine completely based on centrifugation. Therefore, option A is absolutely correct. Dear friends, remember centrifugation means like this. Centrifugation is a separation process is a separation process which uses the action of centrifugal force to promote accelerated settling of particles in a solid liquid mixture. So centrifugation is a process or separation process which uses the action of centrifugal force to promote accelerated settling of particles in a solid liquid mixture. And another important point is the washing machine consists of centrifuge for this purpose. A centrifuge is a piece of equipment piece of equipment that puts an object in rotation around a a fixed axis. So every washing machine consists of a centrifuge for this purpose. A centrifuge is a piece of equipment that puts an object in rotation around a fixed axis. I hope you clearly got my point. Anyhow, the centrifugation is the principle for operating the washing machine. Let us move to the next question. Look at the 13th one, asked for SSC in 2007. Which of the following is most elastic? Rubber, wet clay, steel, plastic? Absolutely. Option C. Steel is most elastic material among the given materials. I hope you got my point. Let us move to the next one. Look at the 14th one, asked in 2018 for RRB exam. Density is the ratio of, dear friends, remember, density generally denoted by rho equal to mass by volume. In general, mass is in kg, volume is in meter cube. Therefore, kg per meter cube is the unit of density. Anyhow, mass by volume is the density. Option D is absolutely correct. Let us move to the 15th one. Look at the 15th one, asked for SSC in 2017. Who among the following scientists discovered the law of flotation? Option A, Newton. Option B, Thomas Edison. Option C, Archimedes. Dear friends, remember, Archimedes invented or discovered the law of flotation. The Archimedes principle is like this. Archimedes, let me write it. Principle states that principle states that the upward force upward buoyant force upward, let me write it clearly, upward buoyant force that is exerted that is exerted on a body immersed immersed in a fluid is equal to the weight of fluid fluid displaced. So Archimedes principle states that the upward buoyant force that is exerted on a body immersed in a fluid is equal to the weight of the fluid displaced. It means whenever you immerse a body in the liquid, upward force is acting on the body by the liquid. That upward force acts on the body by the liquid is called buoyant force. The magnitude of buoyant force is exactly equal to the weight of the fluid displaced because of the immersion of the body. Anyhow, Archimedes discovered the concept of flotation or buoyant force. Therefore, option C is absolutely correct. Let us move to the next one. Look at the 16th one, asked in 2015 for BPSC exam. A spherical ball made of steel, when dropped in a bucket full of mercury, will be. Dear friends, remember the density of mercury equal to 13,600 kg per meter cube, whereas density of the steel is varying from 7750 to 8050 kg per meter cube. Since density of the steel is less than density of the mercury, it means self weight of the steel is less than self weight of the mercury. Therefore, the steel ball is floating on the surface of the mercury. Therefore, option B is absolutely correct. Not only steel and mercury, when the immersed body weight or when the weight of the body is less than the self weight of the liquid, definitely that body is floating over the surface of that particular liquid. Let us move to the next one. Look at the 17th one, asked in 2017 for NDA exam. If some object is weighed when submerged in water, what will happen to its weight compared to its weight in the air? Whenever you immerse a body or submerge a body in the liquid, buoyant force is developed. That buoyant force is exactly acting opposed to or that buoyant force is acting vertically upwards. Because of that, the net weight of the body decreases. Remember, my dear friends, the buoyant force is equal to the weight of the fluid displaced. Anyhow, when you immerse or submerge a body in the liquid, the weight of that body decreases due to buoyant force, and that buoyant force equal to exactly the weight of the fluid displaced. Anyhow, option B is absolutely correct. Let us move to the next one. Look at the 18th one. It was asked in 2015 for SSC exam. Bernoulli's theorem is based on the conservation of energy. Dear friends, remember, according to Bernoulli's theorem, the total energy in the liquid flow remains constant. It means one form of energy may be converted to other form of energy, but the total energy in the liquid flow always remains constant. Anyhow, option C is absolutely correct. Let us move to the next question. Look at the 19th one, asked in 2018 for RRB exam. Which of the following physicists explained the existence of buoyant force? You know, Archimedes has given the concept of buoyant force. Therefore, option A is absolutely correct. Let us move to the last question. Look at the last question asked for UPPSC in 2019. What happens when some charge is placed on a soap bubble? Dear friends, remember, the radius of soap bubble increases because of outward force acting on the bubble due to charging. Therefore, option A is absolutely correct. Let me write that point. The radius of soap bubble, the radius of soap bubble increases because of outward force acting on the bubble due to charging. The radius of soap bubble increases because of outward force acting on the bubble due to charging. Therefore, option B is absolutely correct. I hope you clearly got my point. With this question, dear friends, I am concluding this video. In the next video, we will discuss some more questions and their solutions. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe our channel called GeoByte. Once again, thank you very much. Have a great day.
GeoByte.